Hello there, this is Yinka Ojo one more time. Um, Coming to you on Guy Talk. How are you doing? I'm so excited to be able to talk to you again today. Now, if you have subscribed, thank you very much for subscribing. If you've not yet subscribed, please take a moment, hit that subscription button right now, and please subscribe. I want to deal with a topic today that will help you concerning your search for jobs. And but before I go into that, please make a comment, like this video, share this video, and hit the bell for notification once you've subscribed. All right then, how are you doing concerning jobs? It seems like people are losing jobs, worldwide recession, the COVID situation, which is gradually rounding up by the grace of God. Many people have lost jobs. So jobs are opening up again. And so I want you to be full of hope, and I want you to trust God. He's a God of restoration. But when the jobs begin to open up, as you apply, they will call you for interviews. So how do you go about the interview? How do you make sure that you succeed and excel at the interview? How do you make sure that they call you and you get the job? I want to give you a few keys here, practical keys. Wisdom is profitable to direct. So seek wisdom. The first thing you need to do once you have a letter to come for an interview is research very well the company. Know the company in and out. Google is your friend. The internet is full of all the information you need, but do your homework. That will give you a lot of confidence and boldness when you enter the interview room. So find out things like the mission of the organization, the purpose of the organization, what services do they deliver, who are the main directors, where are the branches, if they have branches, when was it founded, some basic things, trivia concerning the company, if you will. So that's the first thing you need to do. Research the company that is calling you for interview very well. Second thing is that you need to know very well the position you're applying for. Find out what exactly it is they're calling you to be interviewed about. Know the position. Don't get there and mention another position. Go with that understanding, clarity in your mind that I am going in to be interviewed for store manager, for financial director, or whatever it is. Please know very well the position you're applying for. Number 3, have a resume that is up to date. Then please know your resume or your CV very well. Americans call it resume, but the British and the rest of the world, English speaking world, calls it CV, curriculum vitae. So check it very well, know it very well. That is your history of your life in a summary. So know it very well. Know how they may ask you about some things about age, date gaps and all. Have your answers. Know what you were doing between what year to what year. And those kind of basic things, please just know them. I'm sure you're the one that crafted your CV and your resume, so you know what you've put inside. So be conversant with that. Next, please dress appropriately. Dress appropriately for this interview. There's a saying that's very common nowadays. It's like a cliche. The way you are dressed is the way you are addressed. In other words, people judge you by the exterior most of the times. They don't know you, they don't know your intentions, they don't know your motive, they don't know you from Adam. But you only have a first time. You never have a second time to give a first impression. You give a first impression only one time. And within a few seconds of them seeing you, before you open your mouth, usually 4 or 5 seconds, many on the panel interviewing you have assessed who you are. But you see, you can let your dressing help you. I'm always telling people that, except they specifically in black and white say otherwise, always dress leaning on the conservative end. That means leaning on the formal dressing slant. Put on a nice, clean shirt. Find a tie that matches. Knot it excellently. Make sure it aligns properly. Tuck in. Have your trousers, your shoes, your socks. Always wear socks with shoes, covered shoes. Make sure that you have a jacket and that goes with the trouser, and be cleanly groomed. Don't appear with a rough demeanor. Depending on the kind of job it is, the higher the position, the more cleaner they expect you to look, because you will be representing that organization. So have a nice haircut, make it recent. Either you sport a clean shave face, or if you have facial hair, make sure it is neatly groomed. And so think about all these things. This is very important. Your appearance. Within the first 3, 4, 5 seconds, people have judged you. How do you want to be judged? So think through it a lot, and put on a slight perfume. Don't overwhelm anybody with perfume, but just a little bit. It helps your confidence. So dress appropriately, lean on the formal side, conservative formal dressing. Next point, please know your way to the venue. Do you know where the interview is going to take place? Think about it thoroughly. Find out. Use Google Maps. You may even be thorough. If it's like in a week's time or 2 weeks' time and you're in the same city, why don't you drive to the place and locate the place? Know how long it will take you to get there. How are you going to get there? Think ahead, please, concerning all of this. Are you going to take a taxi? Do you have your own car? Do they have parking space? Sometimes when you drive to some places in highly commercial parts of the city, parking is a major problem. You may have been to some places that I had to go round and round for a long time before I have a place to park, and that is time being wasted. So these are things that you need to consider. Very, very important. Also, please prepare for the interview itself. Prepare for what you will be asked. Think through what you'll be asked. I'm going to give you a few hints in a short while. But then the next thing is prepare what you will ask the employer. You may want to ask them, so when do I expect to hear from you, sir? Always be very cautious. Please use sir, use ma'am, and it's very important. And don't be over familiar. Don't cross the familiarity line, but also be very respectful. Very, very important. Don't answer what they did not ask you. Listen very well and answer what they want, the question they asked you. So prepare what you're going to ask the employer. And then also, please go with relevant documents that you may be that may be further requested of you. Well, what are some of the things, most common job interview questions? All right. They can ask you, what are your weaknesses? Please don't say, I have no weakness. Don't say that. Think through it. You should know what are your weaknesses. Okay? Find out what it is. There's no human being doesn't have weaknesses, but everybody, if you let them know, well, one of my weaknesses is that I can be overly compassionate. That's a good answer. So then why should we hire you? You can just let them know, yeah, I'm going to be an asset to the organization. I'm very loyal, I'm very focused, and I'm very dependable, and I have a track record of integrity wherever I've been. Basic things like that. Why do you want to work here? I believe that this is a place that suits my skill set, and I believe also that I'm going to contribute effectively. In addition to the fact that the atmosphere in this organization is very positive, and This organization is very famous for being one of the best places people would like to work in. Say one or two positive things about them. All right. And then when they say, what are your goals? Let them always, when you share what your goals, please don't share it in a way that's selfish. Let them know that one of my goals is to be positive, to help anywhere I am involved in, to make sure that the organization gets better and gets stronger, and then positive changes takes place wherever I go. That's a goal I have. You may have other ways to craft it. Why did you leave, or why are you leaving your job? You have to be very forthright and honest, because usually many reputable organizations will check up and they'll find out why you left. When were you most satisfied in your job? When I'm delivering, when I'm making things happen, when my superiors see that I can I'm really moving the organization forward in line with their vision, right? What can you do for us that other candidates can't? I believe I have a unique set of positive skills that will move this place. I create a positive atmosphere in the organization, and I deliver my job promptly. And apart from that, I am a very loyal person. I believe in loyalty, and I'm a person of integrity. I believe in truthfulness. Just say that. And then, what are 3 positive things your last boss could say about you? So think through it. You can answer that one. So, but these are just questions you need to think about in advance. All right, then, I'm going to be stopping here right now. Go through this again. I'm sure you want to go through all I've said today. I believe that you're going to have a positive experience, and your days of job hunting is going to be over very soon. All right, then. If you've not yet subscribed, please subscribe right now. Remember again to like this, comment on this, share this video, and let me know what are your experiences by using these tips to get that job. I see an excellent job. You're stepping higher. It's coming your way. Bye now.